What's up, jammies? How is everybody doing? It's Thanksgiving week. I am already laying out all my different yoga pants and sweatpants, trying to pick out my outfit for Thursday. So, to make sure I have the most room for all the food and everything that I'm planning on cooking, but I'll get into that in a second. I hope you're feeling good and ready to take on the week. The Rams fell to the Saints 27-20 in New Orleans, but there's still things to look forward to, and a lot of great stuff came out of that game. The run game really started to explode. Kyren Williams looked great, which I'm going to bring up 100 times today. So impressed by him and excited. Tutu Atwell had his first career touchdown, and I just want you to hear, if you haven't, JB's radio call, because it's so exciting. It gets me so pumped up.
They play fake, set up to throw. Straight back Stafford, launching, deep left, at the 20. He's got his man! Tutu stepping through contact at the 5 to house it! Third possession of the game, and Stafford over the top to Tutu Atwell for his first professional touchdown.
I love that. So excited for him. What a bomb. I think he was running over 21 miles per hour during that touchdown. He's so fast. It was so exciting to see him get into the end zone, especially for that big explosive play right in the beginning of the game. Love to see that. A funny thing happened this past week. So my parents are down in Florida with family, and my mom was wearing her Rams zip-up hoodie, and she's in the Winn-Dixie shopping, going to the grocery store or something, and someone stopped my mom and was like, "Oh, I love your sweatshirt." And my mom was like, "Oh, thank you. Like, we love the Rams. My daughter works for them." And she goes, "Oh, my cousin plays for the Rams." And it was Jacob Harris, who actually got called up from the practice squad on Sunday against the Saints. So what a small world that, like, someone who is Jacob Harris's cousin stopped my mom because they both were like, "Why are you in Rams stuff all the way down in Crystal River, Florida?" Which was, like, so crazy when they called me and told me. So I was like, oh my God, that makes me so happy. And I love little small world things like that. There's a lot going on in the community this week for Thanksgiving, which warms my heart. The City of Inglewood turkey giveaway presented by Pepsi, and in partnership with Pepsi, they're doing a giveaway for Inglewood residents at SoFi Stadium. David Long Jr., Michael Hoyt, Rampage, and Cheer will be in attendance. I saw JB was down there. We're also doing a Food Share Ventura County turkey distribution. A lot of turkeys going around. A place called Home, Thanksgiving meal service. There's so much going on, so I implore you to go to the Rams social page or look at how you can find out on our website, therams.com, about how to get involved if you haven't already. But it just makes me so happy to be part of this organization that is doing so much for this city. Even when, we came off a loss, the players, the community, the employees, we're back out there in our city right now trying to give back and to come together. And I really just am so grateful for the Rams, and I'm sure that these services are too that they're providing. So, fan question of the week, reminder to send in your question to Ricky's Ram Jam at rams.nfl.com, and I'll try to get through a few. This one is from John V from Hollywood. Ricky, what's your Thanksgiving day like? Do you work? So previously, when I was with you around the NFL podcast for the last 5-6 years, Thanksgiving Day I would sort of be at home, but we do a recap after all the games. So I haven't gone home for the last 10 years that I've been in LA. This year, I'm also not going home. I do a Friendsgiving, so I call it like anyone that doesn't have family or friends, you're welcome at my place. So we cook, we hang, we watch football all day, and there's no Rams game. So I'm just going to be relaxing, watching football, eating. I didn't go get a turkey yet as I'm typing this out when I type this out on my outline as I'm recording this right now. So it is Tuesday and I haven't picked up a turkey yet. So jammies, say a prayer that there is one, because I'll have a lot of friends pretty pissed at me if I don't go get that turkey. And that's another stress factor that I didn't think about. So yeah, but Thanksgiving is going to be great. I'm super excited to just be home and drinking some wine and hanging out. And then, getting right back to prep for Friday for the Rams heading to Kansas City. As you know, jammies, we love football and we love our sponsor, Barefoot Wine. Wine and football aren't that different. Sure, they can be complex, but enjoying them should be easy. And both are easier to enjoy with friends. So I'm happy to be pairing my Barefoot Wine with my wonderful friend and guest today, Rachel Bonnetta.
You better give me some of that sponsorship money. What's going on with that, Ricky?
Honestly, I don't even know if Barefoot's still sponsoring me, but I just drink it 24/7 and I'm just committing to it. I think they are. I know that they're jammies at heart, but it's like, could there be a more perfect fit for me? Like take that out of it, you know? Like, this is perfect. This is my life. And sometimes I do a podcast just to no one, just to myself and the Barefoot Wine, because I just want to make sure that Barefoot's happy. So
I think that the marketing campaign, I think that it would be wise to stick with you because you're obviously committed. I don't know where they're going to find a better spokesperson, but I think you're right. I think that this is the proper fit.
So that's a good segue. You are at NFL Network. You do game day morning on Sundays. So your morning starts at what, 3 a.m., 4 a.m. It's a crazy day.
My alarm goes off at 4. I'm in the makeup chair by 5. And then our show starts at 6. So It is a little bit of a crazy morning, but it's nice because then I'm done at 10 and then I just get to go but it is a game of Survivor. Sunday's a game of Survivor because I have to stay awake, obviously, to watch the games. But what do you do when you watch football? You sit on the couch, you eat terrible food, you're begging for nap time. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So the entire day I'm just like trying to dodge the Z's, you know? I'm just trying to stay awake, fighting for my life.
Absolutely. And so are you working Thanksgiving? Is there a show?
Baby. I don't think that there's been a Thanksgiving or a Christmas that I haven't worked in like 6 years at this point. So I'm not, must be nice to spend the holidays with your family. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, definitely can't do that. But the Rams aren't playing on Thursday, which is nice. So I get to just like hang out and watch football. But there is this looming game. The Rams are heading to Kansas City, and the Chiefs just played the Chargers on Sunday Night Football. Mm-hmm. Derwin James had trouble locking down Travis Kelce. The Rams defense has to find a way to get pressure on Mahomes and put, like, I don't know, maybe 7 guys on Travis Kelce. He leads all tight ends in receptions and receiving yards and receiving touchdowns, and it is a very scary thing.
Your backs are up against the wall right now. I just read an article that this is the biggest underdog that I think Sean McVay has been with the Rams. I don't know what it's at right now. You've lost your main man, Cooper Kupp. But here's the thing. This is one of those moments that Sean McVay looks himself in the mirror, puts the dippity-doo in his hair, gets the hair right, the gel's in, and he says, I'm not doubting myself. And he's going to go out there and he could very well lead the team to victory. It's one of those disrespectful moments because he's never been this big of an underdog. The Rams haven't been this big of an underdog with Sean. It's one of those moments that's like, hey, we're going to turn this baby around against, like, this is just the perfect moment against the Chiefs, which everyone's tired of, by the way. I certainly am. Travis Kelce, go do something else. You're going to be amazing at whatever you do, similar to what you said about me. I'm just so over it. I'm so over the Chiefs being good. The Rams could somehow, if they could do this, that would be an incredible storyline that I could get behind.
Absolutely. And I think there's also, too, like, you know, there's a lot of stuff that's still promising about this future, too. And I think this is a time where the Rams are really starting to evaluate what they have with pieces who know, you know, how much longer Aaron Donald's going to be around. And you have Jalen Ramsey's contract in a few years. And there's a lot of things surrounding this team. I loved rookie running back Kyren Williams. I think that there's so much promise with him, and he's finally, like, getting to play, and you're getting to see him. There's a lot to look forward to. And I also think that there is a lot of tape, like even looking at the Chiefs from Sunday night, like there are ways to frazzle Mahomes. And if he doesn't of course there's weapons that he can spread all over the field. Even, you know, you could put your 3rd grade math teacher out there and Mahomes would find a way to get him the ball, which is crazy. But I think that this Rams defense has the pieces, has the potential to try to keep, you know, the offense back on the field. And if it is Bryce Perkins, who's a runner, who, you know, to handle this Chiefs defense, I think there's a way. So last time these two met was the Mexico City game that was rescheduled back to the Coliseum because of poor field conditions. And that game at the Coliseum was the 3rd highest scoring game in NFL history, where the Rams won 54-51. So there's some, you know, some history here. I'm going to do something that I don't think any podcast has ever done before.
Oh.
Okay? This is brand new. I want to
Oh.
do things we're thankful for around Thanksgiving.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Pretty cool,
I
huh?
have never heard of this before.
Yeah, I
Oh my
think,
God. The Rams are lucky to have you. Can I just
right?
say that
Thank
is
you.
just a different brain up here.
Right. So this is completely new, and if it's a little too funky and creative for you guys, I don't blame you. It's fresh. It's giving season, and I want to do things we're thankful for. Maybe 2 Rams specific, maybe 1 not, but and we can switch off and go back to back.
Okay.
I'll go first, okay? I said it earlier. I'm thankful for Kyren Williams, the rookie running back who got injured on the very first play of the season this year, came back in week 10 and has been looking so promising. I'm excited about him for the future and for the franchise to really ignite some running juice into the offense because the whole, combo with Cam Akers, who looked good in the game against the Saints as well too. So I think it's just really adding this strong 1-2 punch. It's exciting to look at some of these actual young prospects instead of all these superstar chip players that the Rams already have. So I'm thankful for you, Kyren.
Okay, I love that. I'm thankful that the Rams have kind of kept us on our toes this year because usually the Super Bowl hangover, we've heard that term a million times, that belongs to the team that loses the Super Bowl. So you would think that the Bengals wouldn't be having like a really, really rough year. But the Rams are keeping us on our toes, okay? They've had some interesting situations with Cooper Kupp going down. Matthew Stafford maybe isn't the Matthew Stafford that we saw last year. Aaron Donald still Aaron Donald. They're keeping
Right.
us on our toes because I feel like the storyline's not finished. I feel like they're going to have a switcheroony and they're going to finish out this season strong. So I am a fan of different storylines, okay? The teams that I don't like, Patriots, Chiefs, just all of these teams that have just won nonstop. No. I want a soap opera season, and that is what the Rams have been giving us so far.
Right.
I'm thankful for that.
They are literally on their, like I said, the 11th starting line for the offensive line. They are on their 3rd tackles and just 5th string. They're bringing people up from the practice squad. I've never seen a team go through this type of adversity, and it's like Matthew Stafford doesn't have time because he needs, this offensive line is not protecting him. So it's just been a crazy season, and I think that's a good one. That I think that there still is a lot to this team, and it's really, really cool to watch. And I'm going to kind of piggyback, you said Aaron Donald in there. I'm just thankful for him in general. Like, just getting to witness his greatness week in and week out is so incredible. And I don't want to take that for granted. Yes, he did resign, but he was, after the Super Bowl ready to hang up the cleats. And he was like, you know what? I'm going to come back and fight with my teammates. And it's like just getting to watch him. Like, we are in the era of getting to sit down and be like, yeah, I was on the field watching Aaron Donald get quadruple teamed every single game because it takes 3 to 4 guys to stop him. Like, this
Truly.
is greatness. This is greatness.
I would say I'm thankful just to watch you shine. Can I say that? The fact that you've got a place to go and be your very funny self, I have been enjoying watching that. And the fact that I get to go to a Rams game and there's that video that plays on literally the biggest screen in Los Angeles, and it's got your face on it and your comedy and your writing, that just makes me so happy. So I am thankful for you, my friend, and the position that you're in.
Oh my gosh,
Don't cry. Don't make it weird.
That was so nice. I was just
I didn't
gonna
mean it.
do my last one is I'm thankful for your bangs, but now I don't feel like I can do that because that was
really
so
rude.
earnest and so nice. I know. All right, so this is called the Ram Jam. To close each show, I ask my guests the same 3 questions, rapid fire style. Okay, Rachel, as a fan, which Rams moment is your favorite of all time?
I would say that football game because I just kind of remembered it. That literally made me fall in love with football. I feel like I really haven't been covering football that long, and that was the first game that I was just like, whoa, this is insane. And I was just addicted to it at that moment. Hook up an IV into me and just give me the football.
Absolutely. If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Egg salad sandwiches.
Oh, okay.
No further questions.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to ask any. What would you do if fear was not a factor and you could not fail?
Okay, so I've been thinking about this. I would swim in the ocean more. We live in Los Angeles. The ocean is like literally right there. I have these like fantasies about like being able to surf and just being like a cool like West Coast girl. And I can't do it. I'm too afraid of sharks. And I know that that's ridiculous because there's probably not many that chill out there, but I will say,
No, there's a lot. Yeah, there are a lot.
okay, thanks.
For sure.
Thanks for that. About a month and a half ago, I'm running on the Strand, which is, if you're not from Los Angeles, it's just this like big pathway that kind of goes along the water. I'm running along the Strand and I'm like, you know what? I've got my morning planned out. You know, you never really like divert from the plan. You always just kind of like stay in your little lane. And I'm like, I'm going to crack the system. I'm going to go jump in the ocean right now after my run. It was like so hot out at the end of the summer. And I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to like go in my shorts and I can go get changed after. I'm just going to like go in the ocean, be my own person. And I'm literally running on the sand towards the ocean. And there's like this big like mound of sand. And the sand's covered in like a weird color. It's like red. And I was like, what is this? So I decided to kind of like cruise over by it just to like check it out.
Oh, no.
And it's a dead seal that had been mauled to death by a shark that they tried to bury. It did not work. I don't know who tried to bury this thing, but it was just a poor job. And I was just like, this is the universe telling me that I am not an ocean girl. I am not an ocean girl. It is not for me. I turned around and I didn't go in. But if fear wasn't a factor, I would totally go swimming every day.
Okay. I like that. That
you weren't expecting that one.
Yeah, that was pretty traumatic, and I hope you're okay. All right, so we've been talking barefoot, easy to enjoy. Come on, it's just you just sip it. It's so good. Let's do the easy to enjoy question of the week, okay? So the question this week is, if you could bring 2 Rams players to Thanksgiving dinner, who are you bringing and why?
I would bring Cooper Kupp because I've done an impression of him before, and I would just go full Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
I would do the beard. I would do the hair.
Mm-hmm.
And
You've done it.
Like, he seems like a really nice guy. Like, he seems very like kind and chill, and like, I wonder if he would even bring it up. I wonder if he would even say anything. He'd be like, oh, like I don't even think he'd ask any questions. I think he would just like chalk up in his brain, that girl's weird. I'm going to sit on the other side of the table. And my second, does it have to be a player? Can I say Sean?
You can say coach.
Sean.
Yeah. Okay.
Sean McVay enjoys a nice glass of rosé. Okay, I've seen it on Hard Knocks. Seems very chill. Seems very, very cool to hang with. I know I heard some stories about his wedding from Peter Schrager. He seems like a good time. I'm going Cooper Kupp to weird him out, and I'm going Sean McVay for the hang.
Yeah, I think Sean would be awesome. I feel like I would, and I've said this a lot, but undercover, sneaky, hilarious, and jammies, if you listen to my show, you already know this, who I'm going to say. I love Ben Skoranek. He's very sneaky funny, very my kind of speed. Like, we got into an argument over eating, like, just raw meat the other day, like, I just think he is very sneaky funny, and we would have a good time. So Ben Skoranek.
I'm sorry, who's just eating raw meat?
No, but he was saying it's like good for your body or something crazy like that. I don't know. It was something funny. But we were talking, and he was like, "Yeah, don't ask a nutritionist about this." But and like it was very funny. He's just trying to be funny. Yeah, and he has some Halloween takes with him and JB that we got into it. It's just great. So I really would have been there just as like my pal, my buddy, to chill and like have a good time. And then for like someone that I wouldn't think, as much as I want to say Aaron Donald, just because he's like so sweet and soft demeanored, and then he is like the craziest non-human thing on the field. Like, I just like feel like if Aaron Donald could, and he would be so mad probably that I said this, I just like picture him going home after a crazy day and like reading books to his kids in like the softest, sweetest tone voice. Like Aaron Donald, I like literally just want him to like read me story times. Like if there's that, that Calm app that you can like, I'm Harry Styles and gonna fall asleep like this. Like I would pay to have Aaron Donald record one of those. Like I just love. He's just so.
That sounds like a good bit.
Yeah, it's great. So that's a good thing. I should do that, huh?
You really should. We're talking about Thanksgiving dinner though, right? I feel like if Aaron Donald shows up, there's no way, like if he's probably first in line to go through the little roundabout, not gonna be nothing left.
Any food
The man's
left.
a big man. He needs some fuel.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, maybe Allen Robinson. He's really sweet too. I feel like he's still kind of getting his bearings, new to the city. I think it'd be good to have him there too, and just sort of like hey, like you're new in town, like you're still, getting connected here. Like, come on in. There's always a place that
Sounds lovely.
The place where what's the Cheers?
The place in the homeware store.
Yep,
Isn't that a hardware store commercial?
Yeah, yep, that's it. That's exactly what I did. Rachel, thank you so much for hanging out today. We provided a ton of insight into this weekend's game. That's what we do.
Specifically.
We're pros. We are pros. Thanksgiving. Have a great Thanksgiving. I will see you tomorrow night for our little pre-Thanksgiving shindig that we do. The annual tradition. And for those that aren't following her, you better already do it on Twitter before it disappears. On TikTok, because now she's blowing up, where she does her famous Cooper Cup impersonation. It's hilarious. If you haven't seen it, go check it out now and follow Rachel and listen to her podcast, Bench with Bonnetta. It's great. I've only been asked to be on it once, and it's because I sort of walked in on while she was recording. But other than that,
listen, we can make you a regular. I would love to have you on the podcast whenever you want, whenever you can. If you can fit me in between a fitting, whatever you got to do.
Perfect.
Thanks for having me, buddy.
There she goes. Oh my God, she is just the funniest thing. Her famous Cooper Cup impersonation video. I'm sure you've seen it, but if you haven't, you got to check it out. Rachel is awesome. I am just so lucky to have her as a friend and as a creative force in my life because she pushes me to do better. And I wouldn't say that when she was on camera because that's like sappy and weird, but I will say it now. Rachel, I love you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. All right, Jammies, that's it. Ram Jam is over. Have a fantastic Thanksgiving with family, friends, loved ones, however you celebrate. I am thinking of you. Pour the barefoot wine, enjoy the day, and then get ready for Sunday because the Rams, I think they're going to do something pretty fun and maybe spoil the Chiefs. So I'll see you guys then. Let's ram it.